As many of you are aware, the expendable armory and the little loot pool in that building over there has been in a perpetual state of a complete fucking mess, really. Everything's spread around everywhere, no crates really for anything specifically. I have gone ahead and solved that problem, and with the consultations with our good man, the Don, Ian the Berry / the Cherry, I have also removed a couple things from the arsenal that we don't really need. So, let me just walk you through exactly what is where, how, why, when, and who, I suppose. First off, for those of you who do not have access to this particular armory, there are 3 crates on the outside in which you can drop your weapons, your ammo, your things, magazines, those kinds of things that are supposed to go in there. Drop them here, and me and someone else will sort it once we have the time, I guess. In any case, moving in. We have a variety of tents and a variety of crates in here, and I will now show you exactly how things are set up. In this first one, for example, this is the submachine gun crates, and in this crate, there's only 2 different weapon platforms that's ever going to be present. It's the Bison and the SG-5K. If everything is set up correctly, at least to my mind, we will have access to 5 Bisons and 6 SG-5Ks. And plenty of mags and ammunition for both. So obviously, don't put anything else into these crates besides the things that's supposed to be there. As you can see, there's only Bison mags here, plus 2 boxes of ammo. Here there's only SG-5Ks, plus a couple boxes of ammo. It makes sense, right? There's nothing extra here. Only the things that are supposed to be there. Moving on to the next one, the main primary fighting weapon, the AKS-74U, or if you want to be overly pedantic, the KAS-74U. We will find a variety, the same gun multiple times, plus a great selection of ammunition. So only guns and its magazines. Moving on, we have shotguns. There's only 2 in here at the current moment. The red dot is not something we need to worry about. But there will be more shotguns at some point later, once we collect more. Me and Mothboon have been collecting and gathering more things so we can properly fill these storage places up for the general usage of the castle when needs be. So here we got shotguns and various shells. Moving onwards, the place that has the most crates, simply because there's a popular weapon that we need many of, and they take up a lot of space. We have the SSG armament. Hold on, we're getting a slight interruption from some murdering going on outside. Let's hope he won. Where was I? Same general principle as the rest. There's guns, there's magazines, and hopefully at some point there will be more magazines for the corresponding guns in the crates. So, this is not a place for Mosins. We don't need that. We don't need USGs, we don't need Mosins, we don't need VSS rifles. There's no reason to have them. Why convolute the selection when we can focus it down a little bit and have a more concentrated selection of ammo and weapons. Moving onwards, we have this crate for the pistols. We have a great many Glocks, some suppressed, some unsuppressed. Those are free to use, obviously. So is everything that I've shown you up until this point. However, obviously, as you can see, the magazines. But however, the 1911s are not for general usage. According to what Ian told me, for some mysterious reason in this post-apocalypse Chernara's world, these 1911s can be used as some sort of currency. So those are to remain unused. There are, however, in emergency cases, still some magazines for them. Then we got the 357 guns. Because we have an eternal infinite access to normal Desert Eagles, there's no reason to have them. Nor is there a reason to have the Makarov pistols or any such things. So this is specifically only for the revolver. A really good, effective sidearm. But also, the Golden Desert Eagle, per request. Maybe that also has some sort of value in trading purposes. In any case, those guns and those kinds of ammo go in here. But no Desert Eagle magazines. We have that in the main armory. Moving onwards to the next one. This one is for overflow. The extras. Things we can't fit into the normal crates. So let's say you have an extra Bison you want to put somewhere. And we already have the max capacity of 5 Bisons laying around in here. Then we simply put it in here instead. This is where you can put your spare guns that we don't otherwise have space for in their corresponding crates, magazines, that kind of stuff. And the same goes for ammo. Here we have a great big hogwash of various kinds of ammunition that aren't being used, or sorry, aren't being stored in the normal places they're supposed to be. So they go here. Fill up with whatever kinds of ammo you think we'll need. This selection, however, is for a later purpose. According to Ian, as you can see, I've been corresponding with him a bit on this subject. We are later at some point going to trade in, or so not trade, we're going to trade for some Vickers pseudo carbine machine gun thingies. They're a new type of weapons, and they use this particular magazine type. So we have stockpiled magazines and ammo for them for when we eventually do get them. That's how it's set up. So nothing extra. Don't go putting your SSGs where they don't belong. If there isn't space, get rid of it or put it in one of the miscellaneous crates, which you can find here. Let's just go ahead and close this up so no people that aren't supposed to have access get any access. Next up on the list, this great old place right here. Same general purpose. No ammunition or weapons goes into any of these crates, by the way. From now on, we don't want to give any freshers we allowed in here access to weapons or ammo. So instead, we will have gear. In this crate, we have ghillie suit stuff. Ghillie suits, ghillie hoods, whatever you want to call them. Rifle wraps. Those things go into these crates. Nice to have in case you want to be sneaky. Moving onwards to the next crates, we have right here. In this one, it is my opinion that we should have armor and backpacks for when you need to bug out and still be a little bit bulletproof. We have yet to fully stock this place with armor, but don't worry, it is coming. Moving over, we have just normal clothing, plus, of course, helmets of various kinds. So, of course, you'll find your jackets, your boots, your pants, your gloves, your headwear, including the requested cowboy hats, the black ones. Not sure what kind of tactical purpose they have, but they are certainly cool, so we're going to keep them. Per requested, you'll get your wish, Ian. I will find as many of these fucking cowboy hats as I can. Moving on to this one, it isn't quite set up yet, but at some point this will contain various kinds of gear. So here you'll find medicine, belts, holsters, maybe food items, knives, knuckle dusters, machetes, those kinds of things. Things that are extras. You know, it's all fine and dandy to run out with a gun and a piece of armor and clothing, but sometimes you might need to heal a little after your fight, so codeine will be found in here. Moving up a step, I haven't really done much here, but you'll just find more regular kinds of clothing. I believe Sleepy Twig was collecting t-shirts for some mysterious, mischievous purpose. So if you want to drop those off here, or take some, I guess, then go ahead. In any case, that is my big vision for what we're supposed to have. Whenever you enter a place and you see what's in it, don't put anything that isn't supposed to belong in that crate into the crate. Right? Simple. That way we can keep our selection of weapons and gear, clothing, armor, ghillie suits, knives, medicine. In that sense, right? We can keep everything organized and just good, decent, all right. There's no reason to have an overflow of different things or to have everything be a complete mess, right? This is my vision for how our selection of weapons and armor is supposed to look like. If you have any extra requests for items that you want to be found here, weapons, clothing, whatever, by all means make them. By the way, the clothing doesn't matter too much, just as long as there are jackets and things in there. But the weapons do. You know, no USGs in there. No lever action rifles. We don't need those things. We're never going to fight with them. As I said, that is my vision. And if you have any inputs, feel free to let me know.